The bull run in XRP is only getting started. The market will launch with between $300 and $600 trillion worth of XRP in the following 48 hours. Overnight, this will occur. Volume will immediately begin to soar, leading to an increase in XRP. Take a look at what we are currently examining as an illustration. Within a few days, XRP surged from $25 to $39 in value. We experienced a similar situation when discussing 2024. XRP was trading at around 50 on October 26th before skyrocketing over $327. And the enormous surge we are discussing is really just getting started. Things will be drastically different this time. The XRP system will receive trillions of dollars this time. Due to the scarcity of coins, the price could reach $2,758. In yesterday's video, we discussed how some South Korean exchanges are currently buying and selling XRP at $507 per share. In such locations, each XRP is valued precisely $50 USD. XRP was just under 25S in the US and Canada, but it is currently around 220S. We discussed how this is, due to its widespread adoption. Consider the case of South Korea. Since there isn't much supply of XRP, there is a large demand for it because all of their banking systems and organizations accept it as payment. As a result, the price of XRP must increase. This is comparable to how a currency's value increases when there is a high demand but insufficient supply. The same thing occurred in South Korea, and all of Japan's banks are beginning to use XRP. It was stated that in fewer than 30 days, at the end of 2025, XRP will be used by all Japanese banks. The majority of Japan's banks are owned by SBI Holdings, the largest corporation in the nation. What does that actually accomplish too? It will cost almost the same as what is already occurring in South Korea, which is that there will be a shortage of supply and a low level of demand. The cost of one XRP will skyrocket at that point. For instance, it might cost $50 or $30 in Japan, but it's still only $220 in the US. However, within the following 48 hours, this might change. We are discussing a massive market, more than $654 trillion. That might cost around the same as what is already occurring in South Korea and Japan. This is because within the next 48 days, the payment award market, the real estate market, and the real-world asset market will all begin investing in the XRP system. You can only find this information. Although it requires a lot of effort, anyone can use it for free. Just consider how much XRP will be worth as a result of this in 48 hours. Here's where we emphasize how important it is that you see this film. If you have any XRP at all, or even just one, because we're going to tell you things you've never heard before. Additionally, you will discover that XRP will be valued millions of dollars if you own it within the next 48 hours. It sounds absurd. However, an expert by the name of Eastmany truly mentioned that. Each XRP will be worth $1 million when 10 XRP are worth $10 million in the future. Furthermore, no, I'm not insane, but take a moment to consider this and attempt to comprehend what is being said. It's actually a payment credit mechanism that allows you to purchase real estate and works with institutions worth millions of dollars. They recently claimed to have developed a project using the XRP ledger exclusively. As a result, you can now purchase real estate. Millions of dollars worth of commercial and residential real estate can be purchased directly with the XRP ledger. According to Earth.Britu and other project founders, this indicates that XRP is currently being used globally. It ought to be applied everywhere. 10 million to 10 billion individuals must use it. Following that, XP will be priced at the $10,000 that was originally agreed upon. We'll now take a brief break to discuss the $654 trillion market that RealFi predicts will begin to materialize over the next 48 hours. Using a project dubbed RealTech that is exclusive to the XRP ledger, this is taking place on the XRP ledger at the moment. The actual technology is now incredibly powerful. These ought to go hand in hand. Naturally, you should place this next to your XRP bag if you have any, as it will turn people into multimillionaires. We are discussing actual tokens that are capable of handling trillions of dollars and is based on the XRP system. A problem worth many trillions of dollars will be resolved by them. In actuality, XRP is burned in every trade. For instance, you must burn some of your XRP if you utilize the actual token. This indicates that more individuals are interested in the actual coin and that there is less XRP available. Everyone benefits from it, and that X 40-hour timeframe will be visible to you. The massive $650 trillion market immediately shifted to XRP and eventually to actual tokens when it debuted. Both XRP and actual tokens experienced a supply shock as a result. XRP might reach $40, $50, while a real token for 3 cents may be worth almost $60,000. It may sound insane, but listen carefully. Obtaining real tokens is really difficult. Only around 1 billion of them are in use. This indicates that not all of the stock is now in use. I estimate that there are roughly 100 million in use. Just look at what's going to occur. The supply of the actual token is quite limited. Therefore, if 1% of the $650 trillion market did purchase some, the genuine token's price would rise from $0.03 to $65,000 due to a massive supply shock. It may seem absurd, yet this is the reality. In fact, the effect is immediately apparent if you look at it today. For example, the value of genuine tokens may increase from $0.03 to $60 to $70 if someone were to purchase $10,000 worth of them at this time. Assume that $10,000 is invested in genuine tokens. The price can skyrocket to tens of dollars, meaning you would earn 10s, 20, or even 30 times your initial investment. Imagine it now on a huge scale. There are currently $100,000 worth of genuine token transactions occurring every day. Then we're not sure. The real token's price would skyrocket and reach hundreds of dollars. We are now discussing a massive centralized exchange listing for genuine tokens on December 5th, which is in 48 hours. Imagine it on a very large scale. At that rate, daily transactions totaling more than $5 billion would occur, providing users the opportunity to really access real currency 5B at this very moment. Consider trades worth $5 billion. Enter the actual token each day. The price of an actual ticket. Several hundred to tens of thousands of dollars could be involved. However, you must realize that whatever is happening now will continue to happen. It's also quite unique. Nothing this outrageous that might earn you hundreds or even thousands of dollars will ever be seen again. The possibility to win $1 million is worth $1,000, and each actual ticket valued hundreds of thousands of dollars is worth just 3 cents. It doesn't occur. Bitcoin has experienced it previously. Bitcoin is worth $20,000. You now have another unique opportunity. This is particularly evident when examining, say, all real-world asset projects. Every real-world asset project that reduces our reliance on centralized exchange increases. Their market capitalization can surpass $100 billion due to their sheer number. $100 billion for a genuine token. For a genuine token, that amounts to tens of thousands of dollars. Thus, this is a fantastic opportunity that will never arise again so that you guys can obtain as much as possible. However, the price of genuine tokens will continue to rise and rocket due to that significant increase in the approaching December 5th, which is just 48 hours away. And the guys who can collect now, when prices are at their lowest point ever, will be the ones who profit the most, because you should aim to obtain the prices as low as possible if you want to buy cheap. With over 40 million daily users and over $5 billion in sales, the number will never fall below its current level unless Realtor makes some significant changes. These statistics are unprecedented. There aren't any transactions for real estate agents right now. Even though it's only a few thousand, it will all change in just 48 hours on